It's not enough he comes to Connecticut from South Africa. He's got to bypass Connecticut and go thanks. Right? And while he's there, we're going through New York City. And then he's going, and now he's here. Right? That's the ambition he comes out with. Here's my thing. He jumped up and down and said yes in a heartbeat when I said, look, I think you need to be involved in MPC. And without hearing terms and conditions, he said, yeah. We'll look at details later. Yeah. But here's what he said. He said, I have a question for you. So I understand that with his license to protect the small territory geographically, so that I have no competitors. I said, yeah, of course. He goes, okay, how much to buy all of that?
You won't fall in love with that boy now. I'm sorry. What can talk for him?
So obviously I've known Brian for 10 years and a tremendous honor for me to stand here in front and actually met the guy after 10 years. And it's awesome to be in the United States. You guys have no idea what a journey it's been to actually get there. Yeah, it might sound crazy in 30 hours to get there. Not much, 30 hours get there, this and that. But it's been quite a mission to get there. The biggest thing was, I think if it wasn't for the MPI and the mindset of it, I wouldn't be able to stand here. I think the biggest thing that the mindset has done for me is the whole perception thing and perspective. Because I think a lot of people, because I have to talk about obstacles. Now, we all face obstacles. Some of us, unfortunately, face bigger ones that breaks our hearts, or we face family that we lose, or stuff like that, which is bad, obviously. But you know what? It's how you face it, and it's how you look at it, the perspective that you look at it. Now, I and most of the South Africans, I'll be honest, it's going to sound a little bit bad because I love my country, but some of them go down and out because we live where we live, and conditions are not great. It's a fact. Conditions are not great in our country. The guys that are in MPC have seen me with my Blair Witch Project videos sitting with candles on the bound. It's just it's a part of life in Africa. I mean, I spoke to my mom this morning. The power was up for 5 hours this morning. That's just life to us. Now, internet, Jerry loves the internet in the gym. I was talking to Jeff last night, and now I don't know how much you guys know about internet and the speed of internet and all that, so I asked him a general question. So how long does it take for you guys to download a gig? And he's like, it takes maybe 1 or 2, 3 minutes, depending where you're. It depends on where you're at in South Africa. 10 to 15 hours. 10 to 15 hours. So if someone sends me a file or link for a gig, that's going to take a while. So, but what I found the mall, which is pretty good. They got decent internet. The problem with that is if the power's out, there's no mall. There's no internet. I mean, some of you have seen, I've been on calls on the side of the road. I've been on calls at gas stations, garages. We call it garages, you call it gas stations. For an energy better. So I had to be everywhere to make a plan. And let me put this in perspective, you guys. This trip has cost ridiculous amounts of money. Okay, because obviously I have to go to Vegas. And I had to bring someone with. I can't come with my own. It's boring. So yeah, I tend to overdo things. That's just me. Look, what I believe that everything in life worth doing is worth overdoing. That's sickly. Okay, that's what I believe. Going. So I don't know put it in perspective to you guys. Okay, if I had to take the average salary in South Africa, that for just the average salary, 10 to 15,000 rand a month. Okay, that's the average. Now, don't try and convert it into dollars, just think of the numbers. Okay, 10 to 50. So, when I first started and Brian said that the salon is coming up, I looked at the figures, I looked at everything, it was 60,000 rand. Okay, so take that in perspective, 6 months worth of salary, something like that, 60,000 rand. I'm like, that's hectic, but it's fine, I'll make a plan. I said to Brian, I'm coming. That's just the way I am, I'm gonna come. That's after investing in ambassadors and like, I'm just a guy that just dumps in head first and then I'll figure it out. That's just the way it is. But anyway, so it was 60,000 rand, and I remember I had to find out if she can actually come with me, because she had to find out with the job and everything. And the lady, I remember from the terminal agent, said to me, listen, yeah, you have to tell me by tonight, and I will wait for you online. You've got to tell me. We'll buy the ticket, then your ticket to sort it, and then we'll figure the hotels out and everything. I'm like, okay, fine, that's cool. So I go on Friday night, I email her, I said to her, listen, yeah, we're in, we got the ticket, let's go. And then she doesn't reply. So only Monday she replies to me, said, "Oh, sorry, I can make it." So, but you're taking us 3,000 rand more now. I'm like, it is what it is. I don't have a choice. The fine, just take it. That's 3,000 rand extra. So just take it. So as I start planning the trip and the Grand Canyon for us, just to put it in perspective, one day, 12 hours, 7,000 rand for one day. Now, that's almost what most people make in a month. I had to pay that for one day. That's fine with Grand Canyon. One. So in any case, I'm just putting it in perspective to you guys. So in any case, for 60,000 rand, I had to make 60,000 rand in 60 days. That was the plan. So I'm like, that sounds pretty cool, 1,000 rand a day. That was fine, I'll make a plan. In any case, so we started together and we were making a plan. So I had this dollar plan. I called it the dollar plan. Because the reason why is if you look at the exchange rate, everything that I have to buy in dollars is 12.5 times more a day for me. So if you look at an MPC investment, for you guys, there's a certain amount of dollars. For me, it's 12.5 today. Tomorrow it could be 15 times more. I don't know. It's just the way it is. It's a way of life. That's how we have it. So in any case, so I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the 60,000 and we're doing a dollar plan. And we said, okay, if I get in the United States, I get online, I get 5 or 10 clients at this amount of dollar. That's easy. I'll make that. So we start making a plan. And obviously, I don't have a big connection over here because I don't know a lot of people in the States. Basically, I haven't met people. And it doesn't go according to plan. Nothing. I get no clients. I put out videos. I launched the website. So we're talking about it last night. I just went crazy. And nothing worked. That's fine. It is what it is. But because I had relationship with people at the gym and I have a gym, I started saying, listen, yeah, I can't go for 10 clients at dollars. I'll have to go for 80 clients in rands. It is what it is. I don't have a choice. So I start doing workshops and do this and that because I need to make 60,000 rand in 60 days. And as I start going deeper into everything, suddenly it's not 60,000 rand anymore, it's 90,000. So it's an extra 30,000 rand, which I did not bargain on. But you know what? I've committed. The plane ticket to board. I mean, I didn't say this to anyone. I can make no sense again. But we made it, and the thing is about me, I have a very scattered brain after. It's like so I was thinking of doing another business where I can give you all an idea for a business because I have a million ideas.
That's classically how stuff a creative brand goes like that. But anyway, we're going for the whole thing. I need to make 90,000 rand. But anyway, long story short, I started doing workshops and do as much as I can to work my ass off. So I made 90,000 rand in 48 days. So I was like, well, that it's great, but also bad for someone like me because then the next 12 days I had to do nothing. What is horrible? And I just sat down and then asked guy to put SNS here. I'm like, couldn't do it. I'm like, bro, I'm really, really, really bored. So in any case, it was amazing to get there. But in any case, so we get to the airport and we fly. Our first 12-hour flight. Then we had a 5-hour flight. Get a taxi. It's too extra. I think it worked out, 55 pounds. We had to add that. Which, these are all extra on top of the original amount. So we get to the airport in Gatwick Airport in London to get to Vegas. We're all excited. This is the final one. We're getting to Vegas now. And we're looking at the seats and we're looking at the boarding passes and we're not sitting next to each other. I'm like, how the hell can I not sit next to her? That's just ridiculous. So they're like, but guess what? You can upgrade your seats. I'm like, yeah, right. That's just it's a self-tactic. Obviously, I know the self-tactic. But how can I not sit next to this lane? So obviously, so upgrade the seats. We're flying in style of the radio. Actually, to possibly the world. So, and so now it's so 90 pounds. It's an extra 90 pounds. So this is an extra 2,000 rand, which I did not bargain. It's the way it is. It's just the life. These are obstacles that we all face. I could now go, oh shit, not gonna work, but I could just face them and just deal with them. That's just the way. It's the mindset. It's all about the mindset. Another stupid thing that we were joking about. In South Africa, when you go to hotels, every hotel has a kettle or anything that you to make a coffee with. So you can take warm water and you boil the warm water. So we have oats. I don't know if you guys know what oats is. Okay, so in any case, we have oats and we thought, okay, we're living on a budget. We're bringing 10 packets of oats, right? In the bag. So what we're going to do is we'll have that for breakfast. And we'll cover one of the dinners or one of the meals assorted. So we get to the first hotel, is that okay? Get to the second hotel, is that okay? I was like, this morning I took the oats, I'm like, baby. Like, the man can't go and like it's Divers had to pay, extra stuff. Though I think by the end, we'll probably live in
About 105 dollars an hour, which is ridiculous because you buy a car. You know that? You can really buy a car for that amount of money. But you know what? I think the biggest thing is with the mindset is if you could change your perspective that on everything. I mean, we face obstacles. I face obstacles. Not that my obstacles are worse than yours. We all have different types of obstacles. It's just if you could switch your mind, and if you don't know by now, the mindset is important. You're pretty much screwed. But I think it's really important.
What the hell, yo? Starting about getting.
That's right. At least otherwise I don't know what to be doing at all. You're paying it. It's to know it's supported by now.
Now, I think he should just change your perspective. And you know what? Like Vince is saying, just be all in. If you're going to commit to something, just be all in. I mean, you're going to face obstacles. Like Brian always says about bound nature, you have two choices. You could either literally experience that bound nature, freak out, react, everything, or you can take a step back and just observe it. And say, listen, it's going to happen. We're all going to face obstacles. You are going to face obstacles. It's going to be tough. It's not easy. But you have a choice. You could say, this is crap. I'm going to sit in the morning and cry. Or just face it head on. That's it. It is what it is.
So I think that's the biggest thing. And then I must say, from my own perspective with the APC, what has helped me a lot.
Someone with a scattered brain. Yes, it is true. Gay does directly connect and I find some gap and everything that you do need. Because it's important. You need a coach. Most of us are coaches. And we're quick to say to that guy and sell him our services and say, listen, you need a coach. Otherwise, you're not going to lose weight. You're not going to build the strength. You're not going to do that. So why can't we do the same? We need the guidance as well, just as much. I mean, it's easy for us to go off path as well. Because things happen in life. Suddenly this happens that you didn't expect to happen, so you start going in that direction. Then this happened, you go in that direction. You had this plan and you were supposed to get there, but now suddenly you're there. The coach just helps to put you back on track. And to be honest, the NPC system has been the easiest system I have followed so far. I mean, I've been running I've been at this for 7 years. And I've known Brian for 10. But actually having a deep perspective and understanding of exactly how everything is built up until now, it's just so much easier. So honestly, the last thing I have to say is, if you think that you can't invest in NPC, sorry, it cost me 12,500 more.
And which, first of all, I was talking to me something there.